The girth of his what?
You're like a father to me.
Hey! And go.
What's up everyone, Adam from FWCI. This is James Acaster Repertoire. This is episode 2 of his 4-part Netflix series. Represent is the name of the episode, Repertoire is the name of the series. If you want a full-length version of this reaction and my full-length version to the reaction of his 1999 lasagna special as well, and I also reacted to him on Bake Off, and I also reacted to him on Taskmaster, go to patreon.com/FWCI. And I've also reacted to him and Gamble evading bounty hunters. You would have seen that already. It was great. Say your prayers, mate. Say your prayers. He should have said it. So in the last one, we got some very quality stand-up. I don't know how far apart these are recorded. Why is there 4? I don't really know the story behind the format of this being a 4-part series or how they link together, but it's Acaster doing stand-up comedy, so give me 50 episodes. And I am fully aware that there is a podcast about the police officer alter ego, James Acaster's real identity, police officer something or other. I am aware of that podcast, but I have not listened to it yet. This is James Acaster, Repertoire, Represent!
The universe began with a big bang.
I love his voice. The universe began with a big bang!
What came before that? And back then, I was a little Christian boy, so the answer always was God. Cool. But what came before that? Maybe some sort of egg? Or maybe just like a new smell, like a freshly opened tube of tennis balls. Or maybe what came before that was just poppadoms.
No bread?
Don't fill up enough, the whole universe is coming. You've had 4 poppadoms eyes bigger than your belly, you're going to spoil the whole universe for yourself. Right at the start of everything, a happy little 6-year-old girl wearing her favourite red dress. She's smiling, sitting down, next to a toy clown, and they're both playing noughts and crosses on a chalkboard.
I don't think this is what came before God, Acaster.
Just an audience just sitting in the dark. Just wondering, has it started yet? Is it going to start in a minute? Just gently at first, and then building it up. And then when the music comes in, they start going wild and crazy.
That was kind of a beautiful, sweet way to start the show. Are we going red on red this time, not green on green?
Let's start off with some celebrity gossip. That's why we're here. That's why we come to the comedy. Got himself kicked out of a karaoke bar. Oh, yeah, look at your faces.
Is it you?
Who did that, eh? Jorge Gallegos.
Wow. How the mighty have fallen?
What's it been, 7 years since he got out the mine? About 7 years, isn't it? Since the Chilean.
Oh, really? Oh, my God.
I've got some celebrity gossip about Jorge Gallegos. I'm not keeping it to myself either.
Fuck.
Look, you expect it from Florencio Avalos. You don't expect it from Jorge Gallegos, do you? He's the bad boy of the group, if anyone is. Here's a real scoop. Weren't even a karaoke bar. He only thought it was.
That's probably why he got kicked out.
He was singing the details of the Greek financial crisis to the tune of Living on a Prayer. Classic Jorge Gallegos. Heads up, this next celebrity is a bit more obscure. Most of you won't even remember Jimmy Sanchez. Jog your memory, Jimmy Sanchez, he was the 29th miner out of the mine. Jimmy Sanchez, you remember?
Right, no. Jorge was the first, was he? No, second.
Others will be like, that is disgusting and unnatural, and I'm glad you told me. Right? Jimmy Sanchez, he has hot drinks with hot meals.
Oh, not a fan. Not a fan.
Look, a cup of tea and a bowl of minestrone, they're both fluids, by the way. Alternating mouthfuls back and forth. How does your mouth even know the difference, mate? What are you playing at? That doesn't leave this room, by the way. Pedro Cortez. You remember him? He was the 11th and 18th miner out the mine. He forgot something, had to go back for it.
Yeah, I remember him. A classic. Tell us about Pedro.
But deliberately wears them on the wrong day, just so his socks don't forget who's in charge. What? A weirdo, that is eccentric. Good to see we've got some proper Chilean miners fans in tonight, by the way. That doesn't always happen, actually. Hardcore fans, am I right? Since before they got stuck. What I really want to talk to you about tonight is a friend of mine. He works in a casino. And one day, he was... Is dice plural and dice singular?
Ah, don't even get me started on this.
Anyway, he killed 2 people by mistake.
Whoa, that took a turn. Was there dice involved?
I say he's my friend. He's not really my friend. He's not my friend. I'm on the jury. I shouldn't say friend, should I? I shouldn't say... Jury duty, man. Exciting. I wanted to do jury duty my whole life. Always felt like in my heart I'm a juror. That's who I am, you know? Always imagine what that letter would say. It all starts with that one letter.
In my heart, I feel like I'm a juror. That is quite a stance to take. And by the way, go check out my reaction to the TV show Jury Duty from Prime Video. It's a guy who gets put on a jury not realizing that it's actually a reality show, that he's the only person not clued in on what's going on.
Dear Judge, please pick me to be on the jury at any big trials you've got coming up. Trust me, I've got a head for it. James Acaster. Trial's actually over now. I'm still not meant to be talking about it in any environment, let alone this. This is highly inappropriate, the old on stage. Plus, it looks pretty good if you're the only member of the jury constantly taking notes. They don't know it's for material. Sweet gig. I recommend it to all of you. First thing they did, they got the whole jury, put us up in a hotel, paid for everything.
So you were in limbo or whatever it is?
Best way to buy a draft as good as by post. When they deliver it, they post it through the door, it drops through the letterbox onto the floor. Used to be in a gang.
Go on.
FWCI gang. Area of London we're from. It's our name, and it's what we shout at other gangs we didn't like much.
So you're not a undercover cop at this point?
Not even aware that we're in the vicinity. As soon as they hear us shout that, instantly they know who's shouting them. That's the genius of it. A lot of you guys, you see someone you know in the street, you shout their name, they got to turn around and be like, who's that? Who's shouting me? It's a waste of time. Shout your own name. SW6 crew taking no shit on the stomp. Me, Reg, Huey, Mr. Mason, my main man Lawrence. We looked across the road, we saw them. SW5 gang. As soon as I saw them, I was cross.
Cross.
I don't know if you've ever been in a gang, but heads up, you get cross a lot. They shouted back at us, SW5, which we expected, but it still made us angry. I shouted out my entire postcode. Oh. In full. And that is why I had to move house. Best film I ever saw at the cinema, without question, was the Stephen Hawking biopic, The Theory of Everything. I loved it. Should have been called Look Who's Hawking, that's my only criticism. Probably Grumpy Guts had a go at me at one point because I was snacking. Get over yourself, Grandad, I'll do what I like. In his defence, I was eating a big bag of fortune cookies. I was cracking them open, reading them out loud, it was disruptive. I'll go online and I'll order myself some harsh truths. The other day I got a whole bag, every single cookie said, trust no one, that is not a coincidence. I hear him turn to his friend, he goes, well, that's 3 hours of my life I'm not getting back. Got some bad news for this guy. Every hour of your life.
Yeah, fair call.
Gone forever, time is not refundable. Death is the end. And I know that because 5 minutes earlier, I'd read it in a fortune cookie. So if you ever see a Buddhist monk come out the cinema and go, that's 3 hours of my life I'm not getting back, that is truly tragic. He hated the film so much, lost his faith. Someone asked me how last night was. Always say something like, can't remember it, so it must have been good. What film could hope for that review? Made myself sick, can't remember it. Next day was an absolute write-off. Best film ever. Little routine about Britain for you.
All right, let's hear it.
I went on a bagging night out once with the jury. All 12 of us hitting the town, cutting it up, being inconsiderate, having a blast.
All right.
My first night out as a single man, I was dressed to impress, had my best tie on. Paisley makes the girls go crazily.
And off the top of my head, I don't know what colour paisley is, but this colour scheme for this episode here, what he's wearing, he's got the worst style in clothes I've ever seen. The best I've ever seen him look is wearing a Miami Vice themed jacket and aviators during the 1999 stand-up. All the others, he looks like he just raided his granddad's closet.
It was going well, actually. I don't know if you guys know what negging is.
Oh, no.
It's where you deliberately undermine their confidence, then they become vulnerable to your advances. And she was negging me big time. And I'm no stranger to getting negged. Every time I'm up in the club, all the women be negging me.
Yeah, they all want you, that's why.
Form a queue, ladies, or don't. I know your game. Scatter, make me want it more. What you thinking? I've been up to hijinks all night. I'm obliged to do a prank if you leave me alone with your drink.
Don't prank his drink.
Deliberately proposing toast to things I knew he disagreed with.
Alright, it's diabolical, Acaster. It's horribly boring and diabolical all at the same time.
He comes back, has a sip, he's like, what you done to that? You just drank to the service charge being included in the bill.
Ruthless.
That was the best part of doing jury service, getting to know this whole new group of people. Loved them. Legends, every last one of them. Obviously, you can't get too close. Everyone's a suspect. They were nice. Hugh was a hype man for a log flume. Not sure everyone knows what a hype man for a log flume is.
I have no fucking clue.
John, I said, you went to shake my hand then, John, didn't you? Your hand kind of came up. I'm not that close, but hey, listen. John, do you know what a hype man for a log flume is? Do you know what, I mean, how much of it did you understand?
Alright, so, hype man, somebody that hypes things up, your number two, your backup dancer, of a log flume. Alright, I don't know what a flume is. I know what a log is. Flume feels like it's some kind of like, chimney system. So what, he's somebody who's big on chimneys and is like, yeah, fucking chimneys! Is that what a hype man for a log flume is? Someone with a chimney fetish?
Something makes it sound better, makes it sound good. Yeah. So, I can't believe I'm having to walk you to the door here, John. Somebody gets you all jigged up for the log flume. Yeah. John, can I say something to you? Never ever, don't believe in yourself ever again. You're absolutely clear. That was very good.
Alright, can we cover what a log flume is now, please?
Gwen was a masseuse. Big respect for any masseuses. Masseuses? Masseusai. Massoirs. just normal stuff, you know? Just normal.
Yeah, sure thing.
Yeah, nighttime bed. Not in the morning. You don't start the day with a massage. That's beyond decadent. You finish your book, that's done. Fuck off, you fucking nerd. The book's done. That's how I speak to my books, and I'm the one who read them. I don't care. You gotta know your place in the food chain. I'm one above books. Every time I turn up to someone's house, I'm straight to the bookshelf, and I'm like, I found some dweebs, and I punch them all in the spine, and that gives me the confidence for supper.
Fucking hell, you are absolutely cooked, mate. Acaster is a nutter.
And fair to say, at this point, only one of you is even aware that a massage is about to take place. No more jobs. I'm in bed next to the person I trust most on this entire planet. The last thing I'm expecting is an ambush of any sort. Yep, no more jobs.
It's not an ambush.
Till eventually one day, permanently no more jobs forever. Just stretch it into the distance and really missing jobs at that point, isn't it? You really miss jobs when it's no more jobs forever. Too much of a good thing, the old death.
Sure, we'll go with that.
How would you like to improvise a massage on me with your zero expertise? Would I ever? Let's get this light back on again. And when you lie face down in a bed to receive a massage, you really start to appreciate the value of the face hole. Which, if you've ever received a massage from a partner before, you know the position in question is sitting on them.
Is it?
You know, like a bully does.
No. I don't think it's how you do it.
Again, I don't know if you've ever paid for a professional massage. This move rarely crops up. Having a flying guess all over your back. Doing moves they've half remembered from films and stuff. Can't see what I'm doing at the back there. I'm using the heels of my hands, putting those either side of the spine. Then you want to put your full weight on that in the hope that that's okay. Not your back, is it? Who gives a shit? And then you want to push it out in a pattern, this is very important, you want to make a pattern that from where you are just looks nice. That's what you want to do. Pleasing in your eyes, if not to their actual back. Nice and symmetrical.
Alright, I'm feeling quite a bit of this.
Then just let it go and do it again. Move it somewhere else, put it back where it was. That's that move. Like an arcade claw that never wins anything, never picks up any toys. Absolute waste of everybody's time.
That is terrible. I could do it a little bit better than that, I think.
Before we go to bed, my back's been hurting all day as well. It really hurts pretty badly today, actually, more than usual. Would you better give me a massage as well in return? And they'll go, no.
Yeah.
And that is every relationship ever. One of you is more selfish than the other one, and that is why it's doomed to fail. Welcome to the show, fuck you.
I mean, come on though, if you are so bad that you've asked for a massage, you're probably not in a condition to be delivering a massage as well. And also, don't give me the massage if your back is sore.
I know it's a bit tense, that bit, for a few people. You're sitting next to the person who you're in a relationship with, who you know for a fact is more selfish than you. Halfway through, just go, I'll just be back in a minute, and leave them face down on the bed, and then never come back again.
Maybe never is a lot. Bit too long.
Who was your favourite member of the jury?
Oh, it's the hype man for the log flume.
How we made it less confusing, everyone would call him James 1, and me, Wolf. I got to choose my own name.
Yeah.
Least favourite member of the jury was Lucas. Hated him so much.
I thought they were all legends, every last one of them.
Just because he's my age, he's got kids. Who cares? I don't feel inadequate in someone's mind and they got kids. Only time I feel inadequate is if I'm sat in the back of their car and they have to open the door for me because it's child locked. Then when they open the door, just to complete the whole thing, I insist they unbuckle me. And then backing it up by going, that's just me. You've got to get used to it. I speak my mind. That's just me. I shoot.
Too challenging for you?
What are you doing that for, mate? Just think it in your head like the rest of us. You're not the only person who hates everyone, thank you. We all hate everyone, so tell them to their faces they're probably wrong. You know what I do when I hate someone? I find someone else who also hates them, then we go off in a private room, slag them off behind their back like nice people. You shouldn't have booked a dentist appointment on the day of the verdict. So judgmental, just judging people all the time. It's like he's never heard the fable of the goose and the sloth.
Goose and sloth? I haven't heard of it, man. Elaborate.
There once was a sloth.
I didn't mean that
It was
much.
a nimble sloth, not like all the other sloths in the sloth kingdom. It was swift. It did a lot of cardio. In the jungle. Just spinning its web.
Yeah, okay.
What are they catching their web sloths? Pineapples, isn't it?
Yeah, everyone knows that.
Out of all the fog and the steam came galloping. A goose.
Yeah. I've seen gooses gallop, sure.
And with those words, the goose did tunnel away, zigzagging across the desert dunes.
Yep. As they're known to do.
Easier and slower, so it's as slow and as lazy as all the sloths in the sloth kingdom. One bank holiday. The goose was trotting along. Swooped a crocodile, and he pinned the goose to the ground with his mighty talons, butting him with his horns, and pushing him further and further into the lava. And then the crocodile drove over and ate the sloth.
Yeah.
And the moral of that story is, I hate Lucas, I hate him. I hate him so much. I hate Lucas, I hate him all. And I got him for Secret Santa, gutted.
Ugh.
You got any hobbies up to the value of £10? Yeah, I'm really getting into my herbal teas. I remembered that. I went off, I bought him a bandana. He'll never guess it was me. Secret Santa! You know what I received for Secret Santa? 2 tickets to a log flume. I wonder who.
Is that the hype man by any chance?
I think it's because we're all from different faiths. I was raised Christian, but I'm agnostic now, definitely. And there's a few people... And he invited the whole jury to go to his church on Christmas Eve to go to the Christingle service.
No, I'll pass.
A Christingle is an orange, and it's got a red ribbon tied around it,
Okay.
And already that's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just so you know, I'm not halfway through this description yet. And then we get a long thin candle, drive that into the top of the orange, down the aisle of the church on Christmas Eve.
Right.
And nobody questions it.
Yeah, that's why I don't go to church, because I would be questioning.
Against all the odds, the kid comes out of it looking pretty boss. Ribbon represents the fashion industry.
Okay.
The cocktail sticks represent competitive javelin.
Yep. Fucking hell.
You did as you're told, because you're a kid. I'm an adult now. I eat Christingles whenever I like. I even wait for Christmas. You think I got in trouble for eating fortune cookies in the cinema? When you eat a lit Christingle, people have something to say about it. No, if I'm ever in a food fight, Christingle, weapon of choice. I used to go to those Christingle services all the time. It brought all those feelings back of being a little Christian boy. So much doubt. All the time. I'd go to bed every night. I'd turn the light off. No more jobs! I'd shout, no more jobs. As I left the church that day as an adult, I felt like a little Christian boy again. In the days following, I lost my swagger. They were saying stuff like, there's no way he's innocent. And all the evidence points to him. And so many twists and turns, there's no way your friends won't get wet. And we were like, you? Stop hyping the log flume for 2 seconds. It's a double murder case. Get your head in the game.
Right, okay, so that's what a log flume is. It's a log ride.
I'd started playing devil's advocate in those debates. That's what you do if you don't have an opinion anymore. With devil's advocate, you don't need an opinion. You say the opposite to what everyone else is saying. It's not on you.
You mean trolling?
Day one, first debate we ever had as a jury. Everyone else on the jury, they were saying that the murder was really bad.
And you said?
To be fair, we're all going to die one day anyway. These people just died a little earlier than they would have in the first place.
Fucking hell. You know devil's advocate on is murder bad.
Did you lead up to it by saying, just playing devil's advocate? Should I have? Undoubtedly. Day two involved a lot of backpedaling. Piped up, I was like, hey guys, no pun intended, but do you think it's possible that the gardener planted evidence?
Not the time, bro.
Did you say no pun intended at the end of the sentence? I said it at the top. She went, right. That does sound like you knew fully well you were heading into a pun and did very little to change course. If you make a pun in polite conversation, people will hate you. More than that time you openly defended murder.
Is that right? Well, don't defend murder. What are you doing?
I did decide if someone went to prison for the rest of their life later that day. No thank you, I felt sick. At one point, the receptionist came over, handed me a questionnaire to fill out. Right now, I'm having a crisis of certainty. I could bang through this questionnaire, get all the questions right.
Oh, no. How fucked is this questionnaire going to be?
How happy are you with your smile? With your smile?
I get it, but I also get it's a bit fucked.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you?
If you're not happy with it, you're probably not smiling.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy? You know that thing that you do when you're happy? You smiling? Yep. How's that make you feel? What? How happy are you with your happiness, essentially, isn't it? With your happiness. That's not a dental question, that's an existential question. What's question 2? What came before that? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 to 10! 1 to 10, I don't know what any of those numbers represent, by the way. 1 to 10. You.
What are you doing with this stool, Acaster?
Do the tooth teeth have teeth too?
I guess. Put the fucking mic stand down.
Feel happy, and then I smile. I don't smile and then feel happy. I don't know who's doing it that way round, checking what their face is doing and then copying it. It's like something, it's standing on the shoulders of that original happiness that made you smile in the first place. It's a top-up, at best it's a top-up. Right, say you feel happy, right?
It's not that hard though, bro, come on.
Then maybe you see that smile, feel a bit happier. 10. That's not how happy you are with a smile, is it? You know it's not. You gotta subtract that original 8. That's just the happiness that made you smile in the first place. You don't even know what I'm talking about right now.
Actually, you're making a lot of sense.
And 2 is the highest you get from an 8 as well. Highest from an 8 is a 2, highest from a 9, 1, highest from a 10, 0. The happier you are, the sadder you end up. That's what I learned at the dentist.
I don't think you did, man.
I'm not filling that out.
Fucking hell.
I can't fill it out. Fuck it, I'm not filling it out. Left it, just walked away. Didn't even stay for my appointment. Receptionist shouting my name after me. Not gonna work, shout your own name out or turn around. I'm not turning around for my name.
What is this? You need that plugged in. Are we about to get another show that ends on a hilariously fucked up note?
It was a hung jury. It was a hung jury. There you go. There's an hour of your life not getting back.
There's no outcome. I was trying to think. I was like, did he say at the beginning what the outcome of the case was? Or the outcome of the trial, I should say?
When you're a little Christian boy, everything's nice. It's exactly where it should be and it makes sense. When you grow up, it should get easier, but it gets harder, you get more scared and more doubtful, and then you end up just moving everything around, taking it apart and throwing a giant strop. Anything I believe these days is celebrity gossip.
About the Chilean miners.
Mario Gomez,
Number...
he often sends people emails with the subject heading, check out this funny video, then forgets to include the link. I remember he looked at me, listen, Wolf, don't compare yourself to the rest of us. You're the only person on this whole jury got to go on a log flume twice. It's a fun day. I never told anyone what I got for Secret Santa.
Okay, what'd you get? Wait. Does that mean that Lucas is actually his Secret Santa all along and he deceived him? I hope I understood that in part right, because if I did, that was fucking great. Oh my god, really? Are we gonna eat one of those Christinas or whatever they're called? Wait, that's not it. Why is he doing this? Why is he doing this now? Is he standing like right in the middle of the audience at this point? Or right at the front of the stage? Are we gonna sit here and watch James Acaster eat an orange in the dark? What a weird vibe for Acaster. I'm trying to figure out why this one was so much more just chilled out. It was a much more like kind of relaxed energy. The jokes were a lot more sort of not casuals in terms of like not written, but like they would the rhythm of the show was a lot more casual. It was very conversational and things like that, but I don't think I enjoyed it as much as the first one, but I can see what Acaster is doing with this, and he does that not awkward cringy humor, but he does that kind of like unfiltered, unedited, that's not even the words I'm looking for. Like, he does that kind of very raw kind of humor very well. Because he's got such a likable personality and such a hilarious voice and hilarious way of speaking, he can just talk without needing to have punchlines every 5 minutes like a traditional stand-up comedy set. And it's still entertaining. And I'm starting to find that that's more of a trend of how Acaster likes to present his stand-up comedy, is instead of going in there with the, alright, bam, 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 laugh, bam, 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 laugh, bam, 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 laugh, bam, 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 laugh, applause, and rinse and repeat. Like, instead of going in with that in mind, he seems to really be taking his time explaining what he's trying to talk about. The whole story with the jury was great. I wasn't sure where that was going to go, but I liked that he just kind of introduced us to these characters that he could then use as callbacks and kind of parts of other jokes that he was telling as well. And I don't know, just added a little bit of intrigue to that whole story as well. And there's a lot more poetic stuff that I probably didn't get on the first watch as well. So I'm excited to hear what everybody has to say in the comments about this one. What was your favorite line or your favorite joke from this particular stand-up special? Which was your favorite of the 4? Because I will be moving on to the next one next, which is called Reset. And then Recap is the last one. So let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on all of it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and go to patreon.com/FWCI if you want full-length versions to my reactions to a whole bunch of stuff done by James Acaster. And as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, look after your friends, ta-ta, and farewell.